everybody, my name's Carl from the Game Store in Lincoln, and today we're going to have a look at what's in the box for Operation Dauntless, new game from GMT. Okay, this is the follow-up to Red Winter. It's a tactical system, sort of grand tactical you might say, and this one covers battles in northern France, just about the same time as the assault on Caen was going ahead. British versus Germans. We've got an attractive box, we've got the front, that's a style that GMT have used a few times recently. Quite like it. It uses historical pictures. On the back, picture of the map, historical documentary, picture of the counters, all fairly standard GMT fare. Little bit boring, I think, this one. I mean, the grey and the green doesn't necessarily pop out at you, but still attractive. And despite the fact it seems like a normal standard size box, there's an awful lot of stuff packed in here, so I'm going to have to go fairly quickly. Okay, dear customer. Okay, always nice to know that they're thinking about us. Map, single map in this one. Big hexes, which I like. When you get to my age, it gets difficult to pick the counters up, so you get a lot of big hexes. A little bit dark for my liking. Not everybody will like the sort of layer cake look of the elevations, but it's quite important for line of sight. Overall, pretty clear, I would say. Not necessarily the most beautiful map ever, but functional. As you can see, very, very green. Now, the books. Okay, rule book. Okay, this is one big rule book, 36 pages. You might think, well, okay, I've got bigger rule books, but that's just one of the books. Okay, you've got zones of control, obviously you've got terrain, you've got stacking, line of sight, digging in, assaults, ranged attacks. You get ranged attacks in this because it is sort of grand tactical. You've got a reference book. Okay, all the things that you might be interested about this campaign. Now, if you were just looking for a book on this campaign, you'd probably find that this game would actually provide you with a lot of the information that you would expect to find in a historical book. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff about the game in there as well, but again, quite a large one. That's 48 pages. Next, we haven't finished yet. Scenario book. Now, this is one of the biggest scenario books I've ever seen in a game. 56 pages of scenarios. Okay, lots of information about each one, lots of historical notes. They go from small scenarios to a campaign. You've got a lot of flexibility in the game if you like this. Playbook. Okay, one of the things that GMT have done very well at is providing playbooks. I mean, full colour, gives you a lot of information about how to play. It's great when you're learning the game. I mean, you know, you really couldn't get a much more professionally done product than this. I think that's going to help a lot of people jump into the game very quickly. So there you've already got 4 books. Okay, player aid cards. There's your standard player aid card. Okay, double-sided, 4 sides in total. 2 of those. You've got the optional rules player aid card. Okay, single-sided, gives you all the extra information for the rules that you might be using. You've got a line of sight determination. Now, I say it's a grand tactical. Line of sight determination is quite important. You've also got an armour reaction cycle table as well. Okay, to let you know how things interact with each other. Okay, campaign game setup. When you're doing the campaign game, you get a nice map there. Gives you an idea. The coloured boundaries tell you where the different organisations go. Little description on the back of what all the different pictures are on the counters. When you're jumping into the game, rather than having to open that big scenario book, you've got a double-sided getting started for infantry tutorial, and getting started with armour, also with a couple of tutorials, or 3 tutorials in fact. Okay, don't have to be intimidated by that massive scenario book. Reinforcement card, British one, nice pictures of all the units. German one, twice as big, lots of stuff. Black Germans, I know a lot of people won't like that, but it's nothing to do with the SS, it's just to do with the tanker's uniform, I believe. Information track, okay, put your counters on that when you're tracking different kinds of information. Turn track, okay, that's for the 16th to 18th, and there's also a 25th to 27th track on the back of that as well. You can see lots of information, tells you various things, events that occur during those scenarios. The turns are about an hour and a half, so you can see what a tactical feel it's got to it. Counters. Nice big counters, obviously to go with a nice big map. Nice pictures on them of the units. You've got tanks, you've got mortars, towed mortars. You've got artillery, 18 pound, 17 pounders, 6 pounders, anti-tank guns, British tanks, and of course the Germans. German tanks again, all sorts of stuff there. It occupies that level just above something like, well, a Fahrenheit distance above ASL, but you still get individual information about all the different kinds of units. So if you like your detail, you'll probably like this. And then you've got a sheet of informational counters, your markers, penetration, when things have been spent, the different tactical sheets you can use, the chits you can use. A few dice, plastic bags. It's an interesting system. I like Red Winter. This system seems to have taken it to a whole new level of complication because of the introduction of tanks. I think if you like the period and you like Grand Tactical, you'll enjoy this. There's quite a lot of detail to it. It's not a necessarily particularly fast game to play, but very well researched, very well done, and to be honest, for the price of the game, if you just bought it by weight, you would feel that you'd got a bit of a bargain because there is so much stuff in it. Obviously haven't got this one on the table yet. I played Red Winter a few times. I'm looking to have a good go at this one, but there's so much stuff to look at the moment, so I'm not sure when I'll get to play it. But I think if you like it, if you're interested in the British in France, which doesn't get covered very often to be honest, I think you'll probably enjoy this one. Thanks for coming with me and having a look at what's in the box, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye.